Hello and welcome to another important video on this channel. We have said many times that as a diversity visa applicant, you must be prepared to honor the public charge requirement at your interview. Honoring the public charge requirement means proving that after you arrive in the United States, you will not be without support and in need of assistance from a U.S. government program in order for you and your family to survive. We also said that you could meet the public charge requirement personally or by means of an affidavit of support. We have provided much explanation when it comes to the affidavit of support in a number of previous videos. And so in this video, our focus is on meeting the public charge requirement personally. In other words, we will be answering the question, how much do you need as a diversity visa applicant in case you wish to be self-supported after arriving in the United States? That is what is being discussed in today's video. Let's go into it. So, as a diversity visa applicant who intends to meet the public charge requirement personally, how much do you need to have? To answer that question, you must remember that the essence of the public charge requirement is to prevent you from being in need of a United States government assistance program after you arrive in the country. So the real question is, how much would allow you to meet your family needs without needing assistance from a United States government program? And the answer to that question depends on two things. Firstly, your family size, and then the U.S. state that you intend to immigrate to. If you are a single applicant in your case, you will not need as much as an entire family. And the standard of living in one U.S. state may differ from that of others. Now, when it comes to things such as survival in the United States, the reference is always the poverty guidelines. So, in case you are intending to immigrate to the United States and be self-supported, the yardstick to consider are the poverty guidelines. The poverty guidelines are amounts established by the United States government that an individual or a family needs to earn on a yearly basis in order for them to meet their basic needs. They are established considering family size and the U.S. state concerned. So it is this reference that comes in handy when it comes to determining whether a diversity visa applicant is capable of honoring the public charge requirement personally. So to know whether you are in the position to meet the needs of your family after you arrive in the United States, you need to consult the poverty guidelines. The poverty guidelines are available online, and so what we are going to do now is to access and consider them. This is the United States Department of Health and Human Services website. On a section of this website, you find the poverty guidelines. As you can see here, U.S. federal poverty guidelines used to determine financial eligibility for certain programs. Now, let's scroll down to the different tables. So your savings, income, or financial assets should not be less than what is indicated for your family size and intended state of immigration. In this first table, you have the 2023 poverty guidelines for the 48 contiguous states, that is, the 48 adjoining states on the United States mainland and the District of Columbia. What you need to have as a diversity visa applicant in case you intend to meet the public charge requirement personally are the following amounts or more. In case you are alone in your case, that amount is $14,580 US. For a family size of 2 persons, the amount is $19,720 US. For a family size of 3 persons, the amount is $24,860. If there are 4 persons in your diversity visa case, then the amount is $30,000, and so on up to 8 persons where the poverty guideline for the 48 contiguous states and the District of Columbia is $50,560 US. Now, in case you have more than 8 persons in your diversity visa case, then to this amount of $50,560 US, you will need to add $5,140 US for each additional person. Now, the next table contains the poverty guidelines for the state of Alaska. So in case you intend to immigrate to the state of Alaska, these are the poverty guidelines depending on your family size. As you can see, for 1 person, it is $18,210. For 2 persons, $24,640, and so on up to 8 persons where the poverty guideline for Alaska is $63,220. Now, in case you have more than 8 persons in your diversity visa case, then for each additional person, you will need to add $6,430 US to the $63,220. The third and final table is for the state of Hawaii. So these are the poverty guidelines in case you intend to immigrate to the state of Hawaii. The same principle applies. In case you have more than 8 persons in your diversity visa case, then the amount to add to $58,140 is $5,910 for each additional person. Now, at the bottom of this page, you have the resources section. In case you would like to have access to the poverty guidelines from previous years, click on the first link in the resources section and you will be led to another page. That page has links leading to the poverty guidelines from previous years. Those links are located on the left side of the page. So those are the poverty guidelines. As we said, they are the basis for determining how capable you are when it comes to meeting your needs and the needs of your family after you arrive in the United States. Now, I must add that the reference period is 1 year. In other words, all of the amounts that feature in the poverty guidelines pertain to 1 year. So your focus should be to ensure that whatever means you have available, that means should be able to sustain you and your family for at least 1 year. Now, in the description of this video, you will find the link leading to the webpage that contains the poverty guidelines. You can access that page for yourself and assess your financial status. Which brings us to the end of today's discussion. Thanks for watching this video. See you, God willing, in the next one. Goodbye.